Guys, just so you know, if you build enough websites, that way does work. It does work if you build enough. The problem is you're taking a shotgun approach versus a sniper approach. You're having to put out way more ammunition, way more pellets versus like a single one bullet to kill something, right? And so if you're doing that right now, then it's fine. I did the same thing because I didn't know how to do what I teach now. But anyway, was it one of the sites you had already ranked? Was it a new one? Tell us about that first deal that you got.
Yeah, and just a little on that shotgun approach. That was another thing that led me here. Is I essentially had my websites and it was spreading me thin. Like financially, it's like, hey, I don't want to keep putting in more money and not seeing any return coming out of this. Where like I'm supporting about as much websites as I can right now. I can't just keep growing at this pace and hoping something kind of works out, you know. So that's definitely to your point on that. But yeah, so this concrete deal, I had leads coming in anywhere from like 6 to 10 coming in organically. I was calling people up, trying to get them on commission, paper lead, anything. Like just literally like I prospect a lot. Straight up, like I probably talk to almost all the concrete contractors here in the area, you know, like not just in the city, but like all the surrounding cities. Like I talk to a lot of people and everybody's kind of like low-key skeptical, or they'll take a job, they don't take it seriously, they kind of like set it aside, or they'll be like, oh yeah, I'll call them. And it's like, dude, I got a hot lead for you, like let's go. And turns out they follow up with them a week later or something like that, and you're like, all right man, obviously it's not going to work. So that was getting super frustrating. I get in the program and the first thing I did was I just sales process. I was like, I gotta know like what's the big thing here, you know. Watched all the videos, kind of absorbed as much as I could, and I just started prospecting the way you guys teach it. So I found this guy, and sure enough, I called him. He was all about it, and I was like, all right man, save my phone number, like we'll be talking shortly. And that week I got six leads, like all organic, and they just like start flooding, you know, and legit good leads for like huge concrete patios. So this guy does like backyard design and restoration, so he does all the hardscaping stuff, pavers and whatnot, and concrete is like a side thing for him, but he's a huge company. And anyway, so he was all about it, and I hear him on the phone, super good, and he's just like closing all these people, and he's closing it for concrete and like backyard design and like all of it, you know, just like he's killing it. I was like, oh, this is gonna be perfect. So sure enough, I sent him like 6 leads. I should have just closed him right away, like as soon as I sent him the first couple, but 6 leads, set up a Zoom call with him, everything. I'm getting super excited, like here we go. I haven't had a legit sales call in a long time. And he's like, hey, I can't make it, can't jump on the Zoom. And I was like, oh no, like this sucks, it's all falling apart. And I was like, hey, look man, phone call, let's do phone call. All right, sure, let's chat on the phone. And he already watched the video. I sent him like kind of the explanation of everything, so he already watched that, everything's cool. And so I started chatting with him on the phone, just kind of start talking price, and I feel like I totally undersold him after the fact. So after we signed everything, he's like, look man, if you just keep the leads going like you did last week, he's like, I'll pay you whatever you want. Like the $1,000 is nothing in my book. And I was like, oh my goodness, dude, I should have asked for way more. But yeah, that was the deal, man. Closed it up, got the money right there, super excited. And then I'm living on that high, you know, everything's cool, start working out next deal and stuff. And then I sent him 20 calls that month and he doesn't answer any of them. And I was like about to pull my hair out, like, what's going on? Like, this guy's crazy. Like,
it's the same guy you sold.
Yeah, same guy. Like, I got all the numbers set up, everything's proper, and I'm listening to recordings, everything's going to voicemail. And I was like freaking out. Again, going back to the books, you know, I read that Think and Grow Rich and stuff, and I was like, all right, it's all mindset, like abundance mindset. This will be fine. Like, everything's gonna work out. And sure enough, he texted me the other day. So billing day's coming up, right? And so he texted me the other day. He's like, hey man, I just want to say thanks. We closed the $60,000 concrete deal the other day from your leads that you sent. And I was like, yes, you know, this guy's in. And so he paid it, everything's good to go, and so he's on.
One thing to make sure you do, just for you and everybody else, those are the best things to close future deals. So whatever, and if he told you that, you should ask him, hey, this will help me a ton. Would you mind texting me what you just said? Have him text it to you, screenshot it, and then imagine your next concrete deal. You're going, hey, look at John. And I'm sure you already did this, but these are those social proofs, right?
And that's exactly what I said. He's like, we closed a big deal from your leads. And I was like, oh, do you mind texting me how much it is, because I want to screenshot this for social proof. He's like, oh, 100%. So he sent me that.
Dude,
so
think about this. Why do you think me and you are on this call right now? It's social proof for digital landlords. Like, I'm not hiding it. Obviously, we're the number one. Anyone that's ever been on interview, I always say, we're here to add value, number one. Number two, we're here to overcome objections as to why people can't do this. Number three is social proof. People are watching this. There's somebody right now watching this that's like, yeah, that Nick guy, like, of course he's going to say that it's so good but for you, it's like, okay, I relate to that guy. I relate to him. He's got a full-time job and I have a full-time job and he's got kids. So just as another little thing, guys, make sure you're collecting a portfolio of social proof that you can use.